Hi guys! I was gonna stop at this rest area and do this video, but Benji's losing his mind, which probably means a bear. We saw our 32nd bear today. 30th black bear? Benji knows the word now. 30th black bear. I'm gonna just sit here. I don't want to drive. 30th black bear when we've seen 2 grizzlies. Okay, today is August 18th. 2022. And here's why I'm doing the video. We've been on the road exactly, I'm looking to see if we don't have a bear, exactly a year today. We left at 2 p.m. a year ago, full time in this van. Here's what I want to say. We're in Vancouver Island. We were up at Telegraph Cove. A lot has happened. The boat, my kayak that was here sprung a leak yesterday through a previous fixed leak, so we had to say goodbye to it. But on top of that, which was very sad because I have a lot of stories about what we've done in that kayak, a lot. Today, this morning, first thing, I give me and Benji a shower at this camp that we were at, that we could walk, it was free, so we could walk in and kind of do unlimited. And they had a handicap stall with a hose so I could get Benji. As I'm doing all this and I come back to the van, my bear spray, which I kept, so I kept all my mosquito stuff. I had 2 mosquito sprays, bear spray, and these coils and stuff, different mosquito things and different stuff right here in the pocket of the chair. This chair that I have back here must have hit it. Must have somehow knocked off the lock on the bear spray and ignited it. Bear spray, and it kept shooting in my van until I could get to it and stop it with my hand. Here's what I learned. You can handle bear spray a lot with your bare hands because I had no choice. I was managing. I can't even begin to tell you the damage done in here from the bear spray. But we came out okay. We can breathe. It was rough. I have a headache, a bad headache all day long. And we can breathe now. It was a debacle. On top of that, after I got the van going and I gutted a lot of things out of here that I couldn't save. Anything that I could save, I saved. And if I couldn't save it, it had to go, which was, boy, oh boy, that is just a big part of this year, is letting stuff go. There's not much left in here. I should show you. There is not much left in here. Okay. On top of that, as I'm driving, half hour later, something like that, my Fix-A-Flat, it's an aerosol can if you're not familiar with it. It's a can and it has a lock on it too. It's supposed to shoot out gummy, foamy shit stuff to fix your tire. It's a sealant or whatever. It was all the way in the back, strapped to the bed leg. I had it strapped, somehow slipped. Its lock came off. It has a lock on it and it ignited itself. So I'm driving and now my Fix-A-Flat is shooting aerosol foam sticky stuff. Which means I had to literally do all over again, grab toxins with my hands on the side of the road and I didn't know if, I thought something was gonna explode. I have cans of butane in here. I thought it was butane. I'm like, so I had to slam on the brakes and make sure it wasn't butane. Anyway, I fixed that. Got rid of more stuff out of the van that was damaged. Oh, I wanted to say, what have we learned and experienced a year on the road? A lot. I don't even know where to begin. The stuff we've seen. I was thinking about the good and the bad. What I learned is I don't like urban environments. They're tough. I've seen a guy shoot up heroin in the parking lot next to a visitor center, Prince George. I've seen a lot of homeless people. On a good note, I've met a lot of people traveling what would you call it? Transients? What do you call it when people are traveling? Nomads by choice. They don't have a home. Maybe they do. So like female hikers, like I've picked up hitchhikers. A female hiker from Germany. She's taken cargo ships from ports across oceans to travel. She was giving me tips on that. She was a different duck. I have met through hikers who are hiking huge trails. Appalachian Trail, I met a hiker there. He was on his 1200th mile. I've met hikers on the Pacific. I have met photographers. You guys see this video, you know who you are. I have met epic famous climbers in Yosemite during COVID. I was sneaking through the back. I wanted to see Camp 4. Everything was roped off and you're not supposed to be there, whatever. No one was there to tell me not. And I met Ron Koch. He's a famous climber. I've met another climber who's currently working on a project right now. He is going to be famous. He's going to get this climb. His name is, oh God, it's slipping my mind right now. Anyway, it's okay. But I have met base jumpers and I've met big real kayakers. Today I met people who were on a 9-day kayak trip. They just got back. I'm not interested in that. Me and Benji don't want to camp anywhere overnight yet. We like our van. There's a couple things that I know about us for sure now. Watch me never say never, and I end up doing it anyway. But I'm not interested in camping in a tent on the ground. I still love my van. I'm no closer to knowing where I want to live and having a house or apartment and a job. Because as of right now, if you don't know, van life, in order for me to do this, I left my career of 30 years as a hairstylist and as a potter. Can't do either on the road, nor do I want to. I hit a wall, burnout, big burnout. Was hugely imbalanced in my life, very empathetic. I had absorbed pretty much everybody's lives and their stories and was not taking care of myself the way I needed to. So I am no closer. In fact, I freak out a lot about that, my money situation, because I ended up cashing out what I had a little retirement that I was going to save for when I got really old, because I do not have that set up because I was self-employed through an employer. So I cashed that, and that's going fast, very fast, because it's expensive out here. It's relative. Gas and groceries cost, and when you don't have an income coming in, to me it's expensive. So I freak out all the time and I don't know what I'm doing for money, and it's inefficient to stop and do something for 20 bucks when gas is $150 to fill up. It's just an inefficient use of time for me to sidetrack when things that I'm doing take so much work, and finding water and just doing what I'm doing right now takes so much work and effort and time and energy. And I've been doing photography, so I started doing photography. So I try to monetize that, whatever. I'm trying to make some money off of that. It doesn't pay what this costs. So what I do know is I'll never have a life again without nature and without balance and self-care and healthy boundaries and majesty and beauty and grandeur and a full appreciation for the life I had and the life I have, and how blessed and fortunate I am that I am capable, because I will work again, although I wish I could be retired forever. I worked 30 years. I would love to, since I was 14. I would love to be, well, that's more than that then, because I'm 49. I would love to be retired, but I'm fully capable, and because of that I feel extraordinarily blessed after the things that I've seen, and the homeless and the urban environments and the sadness. Especially you get to some of these communities that are far, 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 far out top of that Vancouver Island, or the top of Tuktoyaktuk. Went all the way up to Tuktoyaktuk on the top of Northwest Territories. You see these communities and these people. I just will always be forever grateful that I can take care of myself and I will figure it out. And the confidence that's come from living in this van and traveling and seeing things. And if I could tell you where we've been, oh my God, my confidence, it's different. It's a humility mixed with, I mean, I had fortitude and tenacity, resourcefulness, ingenuity before. Man, oh man, do I have it now. And compassion and gratitude. I'm so grateful. I get so grateful when I get water. I get so grateful when I get to shampoo my hair. Or cut my fingernails, or because we're just so busy and we're managing life and certain things, or bathe Benji, certain things it gets hard sometimes. And I'm watching my money. I don't stay at hotels. I don't stay at paid campgrounds. I finally stayed at a paid campground, first time in months, the last 2 days. And that was needed. And you have to in some of these places because they don't allow free camping in the areas. So, anyway, where have we been? I'm going to make this video, button it up. We have been in the United States. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. We have been Great Lakes. I was going to draw a map of this. We've done Maine, Acadia, that tippy top up there. Then we went down and over through the fall last year. We did the Kinkamangas Highway and Blue Ridge Parkway and all the parks through there. And then I stopped in mid-trajectory because the moisture was so dense. The moisture was so dense, I had to get us out of there. And I came through, went back through Omaha, and then I went to the west. Now, if you could see what the map of the west looks like, where we've been. Oh my gosh. This is what it would look like. Utah, Colorado, Utah, Arizona, Oregon, California. I've been to Yosemite 4 or 5 times. The Sequoia Kings Canyon, when they opened up Azalea Campground, I was 2 days away drive, and I beelined us there, so I got to see the sequoias after the fresh burns, which they looked amazing because they did strategic cutting and burning, and so they were going to be okay. I know people freak out about that. It was a big deal, but I've seen more forest fires through the west with strategic burning and like in Yosemite, multiple strategic burns and strategic cutting, and where everything's okay. We've been in Yosemite when it was on fire. The valley floor was on fire. And I watched a guy fishing with the fire next to him, and there was a team of rescue people doing practice rescue, and they had nothing to do with the fire and nothing to do with that guy, and they're like, God, I hope we don't have to go rescue him. I mean, but I walked Benji next to things smoking multiple places, multiple times on my trip here, my travel, my year on the road, 1.5 years since I started traveling, a year full time since I've been in the van. Okay, West Coast. And then out of the blue, we were down in Catherine Lake. We spent a week or 2 weeks. That's when I got the kayak in Arizona. I decided to buy the kayak. She was $199 on the outside of Ace Hardware. That's when I went started heading south, and I was kayaking lakes. And then boom, I took a left at Yuma. I went down to Baja. The Baja Peninsula, Baja California Sur, and I spent 4.5 months down there kayaking everything I could kayak in the Sea of Cortez and to islands mountains, and with mobula rays and dolphins and porpoises and pufferfish. Everybody calls them pufferfish, but I think the technical term is porcupine fish. Underneath me, just schools of them right underneath me, and mobula rays upside down. I don't understand why. 6 of them, have a video of it, and 100 porpoises going by, and dolphins all around. And okay, so that was Baja. And then I got so sick of some things in Baja. It's bittersweet there. It's really hard. So then we made our way up the West Coast again. A lot of time in Yosemite, a couple weeks there to cool off. Went up into the mountains. And then up the West Coast, Oregon, which I love. Oregon coast. Love, love, love Oregon coast. Washington. And then we spent the summer in Alaska. And I kayaked Glacier Lakes. We saw glaciers and calving in front of us, and Benji fell through ice. Oh, he fell through an icy lake. He thought a glacier was land and went to run for it. And what else have we done? We've hiked glaciers. Oh my God, Matanuska, we hiked on the glacier. I took a plane, a teeny tiny plane smaller than this van. It was literally smaller than this van. In the co-pilot seat with the pilot, it was like old like my grandpa was, with shaky hands and fidgeting with shit, to see Denali. He flew us through the Denali Mountains, the mountain range, through mountaintops. I have the most incredible videos. That was the most terrifying, most incredible experience of my life. Beyond. It took all my coping skills to not barf, not throw up, and not cry, bawl, cry tears of joy. And then after, okay, so let's do Alaska, Kenai Peninsula. I've seen, oh my God, I've seen 2 groups of 7, and then 15 humpback whales bubble net feeding. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It's the kind of rarity that I thought I would wait my whole lifetime to see. And I saw 7 of them doing it in front of me. It's very coordinated. It's like synchronized swimming coordination over and over and over again. They were bubble net feeding, creating bubble nets and then feeding up. And then later on that boat tour, another group of 7, which you can't predict and you can't plan. Another group of 7 doing it. I'm freaking out. And the staff is freaking out too, because they know. And then 15 of them later in that boat trip, 15 bubble net feeding. Okay, I was telling you where we've been, but I can't even express. That day there's nothing like that. And that was right after Denali. Okay, flying the Denali. Okay, we've camped outside in Denali, like on the rest area of Denali. So we saw the mountain as we were sleeping in the van. Okay, and then Kenai Peninsula in Alaska. And we kayaked whatever we could kayak in there. And the mosquitoes, oh my God, there's no words about the mosquitoes. Terrible. But then we went to the Yukon and up to the Northwest Territories, because I wanted to go all the way up to Tuktoyaktuk. It's the last town on the tippy top. And you can drive to it. They've finished the Dempster Highway up. Now the mosquitoes on that trip, it was so bad. The swarms are so bad. It's like a cloud. I said it was like Pigpen on Charlie Brown with the cloud around him. That's what my van looked like, because they smell your CO2. But then they found their ways up through the floor of the van in the back. So I have us buttoned up and I would sleep, and they would come into the van through the bottom floor back there, through the door or something, or through the wheel wells. So I was taking this off, the spray, bug spray, and spraying the entire perimeter, underneath undercarriage, wheel wells, glass, seams of doors. I was spraying everything I could spray off on. I didn't care if it ate the paint. Oh my God, because I had to get through. You can't, there's no way to but through. And then we made it. That Dempster Highway is terrible. Oh, and I got mice in a Nuvik or something. I don't know what it was in the roof in the back there above my head. That freaked me out. I spent a day trying to solve that problem. Finally, I got mouse traps. I didn't know how to solve it. And he never came back. He was gone. I think he shook out of the van. So I decided at midnight, it was the Midnight Sun, and I was parked at the Midnight Sun Rec Center in Inuvik. On the night before my birthday, it was time to drive up to Tuktoyaktuk. So I got to the Arctic Ocean on my birthday, 3:38, the day before my birthday, the 15th. My birthday's the 16th. And then I kayaked the Arctic Ocean on my birthday, July 16th. July 15th or 16th? My birthday's the 16th. Anyway, it's all close enough for me. So, it's on the map. That's all the way up to the tippy top of the continent. And now we've made our way back down Canada. I mean, we did some of the national parks, Jasper, Banff, and kayaked some of that, and hiked. And I was sick. Pretty sure I had COVID. So I had to stay to myself, hidden in my van for 2 weeks. That was miserable. Terrible. Horrible. It felt horrible. But what are you going to do? So I'm hiding in the van for 2 weeks, being sick. And then made it through that. Now we're down. I drove us because I wanted to go to Vancouver. We did the Squamish area and Whistler, which was beautiful. And now we're in the Vancouver area, Vancouver Island. What I want to say, I think there's more travels in front of us. A year in. I'm not done traveling. In fact, I want way more now. I have to figure it out. I have to figure out what I want and how to do it. Logistics with traveling with the dog. Benji. That's you, Benji. I said you. He dialed up high because pretty sure there's a bear over here. And there might be. Wouldn't look at his eyes. Yeah. I probably ought to get us out of here. Anyway, we love you. We got more traveling in front of us. I have not found love. I have not found romance, but boy, have I found love. I have found love in all the people that I meet over and over and over and over again. I have made the best connections and met the neatest people who are out here doing what makes them happy. I love my van. I'm super grateful for it. She's getting pretty light. I love my dog Benji. I love our life. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do for our future. For money, for resources, and so we can see more of this beautiful world. I love the world. That's another thing I love. Haven't turned the TV on. Haven't seen a commercial or a TV in at least a year. Could be a couple, because I wasn't turning it on before either, except just to do my research, my YouTubing on what I wanted to do, what I wanted to see. And so no TV, no radio, no commercials, no exposure, no idea. I do Netflix, some movies, documentaries, and good movies. Anyway, I found a lot of love with the people out here, but no romance. Could love to have some of that. Okay, I think I'm gonna post this. I haven't been posting. I've been making videos, but I haven't been posting them because it's been tough out here. It's been really tough. Stop putting on makeup and getting pretty and making myself like this isn't an influencer lifestyle. I thought like a year ago I would like be doing making YouTube videos and making some money this way. I don't have one company I stand behind that I get paid for doing anything. I pay for everything myself because I don't feel like influencing people. Thank you. I think everybody just needs to buy what they want to buy and do what they want to do. And so I did not find a way to make an income doing that. Chuck that idea. Anyway, I love you guys. I think I'm gonna put this on YouTube, so hopefully. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask about logistics on the road, traveling, living in a van with my dog alone, and or likes. You can like things and comment. All right, we love you. Bye.